Hey guys, this is Elias with Softlay, and in this video I'm going to show you how to import metabox custom fields using a CSV file and WPL import. Now, the first step is to get our file, so I'm going to choose to upload a file directly from my computer. Alright. Cool, so I'm going to select new items, and then I'm going to select restaurants from this pull down. Now, we don't have any restaurants here in this site, and this is what we're going to import. So let's get on with that by clicking here on the continue to step 2 button. All right, so here on step 2, we just need to double check that our import file is looking good, meaning that all of the rows and all of the columns are being detected correctly. Now we do have 1200 rows in our import file, and this is the data we need. So I'm going to continue to step 3. All right. So here on step 3, we just need to drag and drop the elements like we always do, starting with this name element, which I want it to be the title. So I'm going to drag and drop that here in the title box. And this description element, I want it to be the description. So I'm going to drag and drop that here in the content area. Now we can hit preview, and there you go. We have the our title and the description, and they are looking really good. So let's just continue here, clicking on the dismiss button. And here we have the images section. So I'm going to drag and drop the featured image right here. And I'm going to preview and test this. Now, here we have a little preview, and I'm going to run the test to make sure that this image can be downloaded, and it is. So I'm going to continue. I only want to import here the featured image because here for the gallery, we have other custom fields created with metabox. So we will get there in the next section. Now, here for these settings, I'm going to just leave them as they are, but you can hover on these question marks and it will show you how this option actually works. Now, the one that I'm most interested in is this fourth one that says set the first image to be the featured image. Now, this first image, it's going to be this one. So this guy right here, it's going to be our featured image. So let's continue. This all is looking good. All right, so the custom fields, I'm going to just skip them because we don't have any custom fields besides those created with metabox. So for importing those metabox custom fields, we're going to use the metabox add-on. You can get that in wplimport.com. Just go to our website and you will know what to do there. All right, so here we just need to enable this restaurants info checkbox because this is going to load all of the custom fields we have in our restaurants. I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough through these custom fields. Here we have our title, the content area, of course, and here is the restaurants info group field created with metabox. Now, all of these fields are simple text fields, which are pretty straightforward. We just import data directly into them. But here we have some more interesting stuff. In this tab, we have a time picker, another time picker. This is a date picker. This one right here is a radio field that has two values, basically has a value, which is 2 in this case, and this HTML stars as the label. Let me show you how this actually looks here in Metabox real quick. There we have our custom fields. I'm gonna open this up. All right, so here we have our rating. Right, so we have our value, which is 5, and the label of that value, it's 5 stars. So here we go. This is the structure we need to import this kind of field, but we can also import just the value, and WPL import will assign that to the correct element here in Metabox, right? So yeah, let's just continue with our import here. I want to show you this is a radio field. This one is a checkbox. You can select multiple values here. This one is a select field. These 3 are actually text fields. Here for the media, we have an image advanced field because Metabox doesn't actually have a gallery field. Instead, you can use this field, which is right here. Okay, image advanced. And it will work very similarly to a gallery. All right. So then we have this radio field, text field, And here for the recommended dishes, we have the equivalent to a repeater field. This is basically a group of fields that you can clone in metabox. This is called, there we go. This is a group with the clonable feature enabled, right? And inside of that group, we have 3 fields, one text area, one text, simple text field, and a number. And this is the exact same thing we have here, right? Lastly, we have the reviews, which is another clonable group, which means this is a repeater field, and you can add as many as you want, right? So this is what we got, guys. So let's get data imported to those fields using WPL import and the metabox add-on by dragging and dropping stuff to the fields inside of this. So here we have the map address. Drag and drop that. Then the street. It's good. Then country. So states here, city, and neighborhood. Cool. So here for the opening and closing time, we can select a time from here. You can drag and drop this stuff. You will select the right time you want. That's cool. But you can also drag and drop a value you have in your import file, like I'm doing right here. Now this value will be processed using the str2time function, which will convert pretty much any readable time format to something that can be used by WPL import and imported into metabox, right? So here we have another time picker field. So I'm going to drag and drop the closing hours element right here. And WPL import will import this correctly, all right? So here for the open and scenes field, this is a date picker, and this works exactly the same as the time picker. It will use the str2time function. So I'm going to drag and drop that like so, and it will work. Cool. Here for the rating, I can select a value from here, but I'm going to set this with XPath, which will allow me to actually go ahead and use one of these values, which is this one right here. It's good. Same with the cuisine. I'm not going to select this because that will mean that all of these 1200 restaurants will have the same values, and we don't want that. So I'm going to set this with XPath and drag and drop the cuisine right here. Same with the dress code. I'm going to set with XPath, and I'm going to use the element I have right here. Executive chef, phone number, website, all right? And there we go. Here's the gallery. So in this gallery, we have several URLs, and these URLs, this is one, and this is another, are separated with a comma. So I'm going to use here a comma right here, and I'm going to drag and drop the gallery field right here. I'm going to enable this search through the media library for existing images before importing new ones feature, and I'm going to match it by URL. The reason I'm doing this is because in case there are some duplicate images, I don't want WPL import to download those images and clutter my database, right? That will make my website slower. So I don't want that. I'll just make WPL import use the existing images in case it finds something that's duplicate, right? So price range, I'm gonna do the same, set with XPath, and this is the element I want, expense. Then for the average price, I'm gonna use this one. Cool. Here for the recommended dishes, remember guys, this is a clonable group, which means this is a repeater field, right? If you're used to using maybe Jet Engine or ACF, you know what a repeater is. So this is how you import this. You have basically 2 ways of importing this. Well, actually 3, but for CSV, you have 2 ways of importing this. You have the fixed way and you have the variable way. We're going to use both of them, right? So first, we're going to use the fixed one. So here we have the menu elements, and I know for a fact that we only have 4 of these repeater groups, right? So I'm going to drag and drop here the menu name 1, here the menu description 1, and here the menu price 1. So this is going to be an element right here, menu. This is going to be this guy right here. So if I want to add another one, I need to add a new row. So I'm going to drag and drop here the menu name 2, menu description 2, and menu price 2. Cool. Then I'm going to add 2 new rows, and I'm going to do the same with the third element, like so. Cool. And the fourth one. All right. So with this, the WPL import will create 4 subgroups here and will populate correctly all of the data. All right. But then, guys, we have here this another element, which is the review field. I'm going to show you right here. Reviews. There we go. We have this element where we have a text field, a text area field, and a radio. Then here in our import file, we have this separated with pipes. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 5 reviews and 5 guys that left some comments, right? So the way this works is this Aaron Turner guy wrote this comment right here and left this star rating review. So Alison Mayer, this one right here, left this comment, right? And left this star rating. So the thing we need to keep in mind here is that this, we have here 5 comments in this restaurant, right? But in this one, we have 1, 2, 3, 6 comments, right? 6 reviews. In this one, we have 5 again. And in this one, we have 7? Yeah, 7 reviews. In this one, we have, I believe, 6 too, yeah. So this is a variable number of elements we have in our repeater. So we need to use this variable repeater CSV. WPL import says, okay, so how are you separating these sub-elements? And in this case, we're going to use a pipe, so that's good. I'm going to click here to ignore the blank fields, and this will help me prevent this data to be, I don't know, weirded out, because maybe Alison didn't actually leave a comment or whatever, and this will break the structure we have here. So if I click here and enable this option, it will ignore the blank fields. Cool. So I'm going to drag and drop the review name here, the comments here, and for the review rating, I'm not going to select something from here, but I'm going to use the set with XPath option and drag and drop the options there. And there we go. That's it. Once imported, WPL import will create a different subgroup for each one of these comments. We will see that once imported, right? So this is done, guys. These are pretty much all of the custom fields we have created using Metabox. So if you have any questions or whatever, just head over to wplimport.com, click on the docs menu and go nuts here. Or if you're feeling a little bit lost even after reading our docs, just check out the other videos in our channel or contact our support team here on the support menu, right? So I'm going to continue with our import here on the taxonomies section. I'm going to enable the cuisine, which you have right here. Then the booking speed, which is down here, I believe. Yeah, here we go. And lastly, the availability, which is here. Cool. Then we have other restaurants options, and this is some pretty standard WordPress stuff like post status, post dates, comments, and whatnot. So I'm gonna skip all of this because the default values were just fine for me. All right, and here we have the function editor, which is very easily the most powerful feature in WPL import, because this will allow you guys to run PHP functions and manipulate your data however you see fit. Now, if you want to learn more about how to run PHP functions or pretty much anything that we have talked about in this video, like I said before, go here to wplimport.com, click on the docs menu, and here you will find under the custom code section, you will find the inline PHP options. And here you will learn how to use PHP functions in your import. All right, guys, we have tons of examples here under the developers section on code snippets. You're welcome to take a look here. It's a great way to actually learn a little bit of PHP and do pretty cool, pretty fun stuff with your imports. All right, so I'm gonna continue to step 4. All right, and then here we need to choose a unique identifier. Now to choose this unique identifier, I can actually go ahead and drag and drop whatever value we want to use to differentiate all of the records in this file. But I'm going to let WPL import choose that for us by clicking here on the auto detect button. Right, so WPL import chose the name, which is good because this is a unique value across our whole file. So we're gonna go with that. And here we have these options that will basically be used for if we want to maybe rerun this import a second or third time or whatever. And this will control whether we want to create new restaurants or not, because maybe you're importing this using a feed from your provider or something, and maybe they add or remove some restaurants, maybe the rating changes, maybe you want to add new comments, new reviews, or new whatever. Well, you can choose what data to update here. You can maybe choose not to update all of the data. Maybe you want to update some of those fields, maybe not all of them, maybe only the images, or maybe only the taxonomies or whatever. You have full flexibility here. But yeah, you can learn more about this if you go here to WPL import, docs menu, import, and here in recurring imports, you will find a lot more info on these topics in these two documents, right? So for this example though, we won't be needing this, and this other option to remove or modify restaurants that are no longer present in this import file function, you can click on this YouTube video and you will have a lot more info on this. All right, now same with the scheduling options, guys. This will allow you to run this import automatically on a schedule, and that's again pretty neat if you have maybe a feed that's updating restaurants every single day or every week or whatever. You're welcome to go to our website and learn more about that, or check out the other videos in our channel so you can learn to automate videos using our automatic scheduling service or using cron jobs, right? So I'm just gonna, since this is all pretty much done, I'm gonna continue with this import and I'm gonna run it. But since this is gonna take a minute or two, I'm just gonna pause the video here and come back when it's ready. All right, so our import is complete. Let's see how our restaurants came in. And we have 1,200 restaurants, which is great because this is the number we expected. Now, this is looking good, but let's see how this looks in the front end. All right, we have this beautiful website, and there we go. Here we have a bunch of restaurants, which is great. This is looking real nice, guys. So I'm gonna open this one up, and there we go. We have our feature image. This is the title, the star ratings. These two are taxonomies. This is the description, pricing, the cuisine, open scenes, address, neighborhood. Here we go. This is their gallery, which looks real nice. It's great, guys. Here we have our pricing, cuisine, dress code, executive chef, phone number, website. Here we have our fixed repeater group with the recommended dishes. There we go. We have the name of the dish, the description, and the price. It's good. This is the map. It's great. And there we go. We have 4 different comments, 4 different reviews, and they seem to be appropriate, right? So this Stephen Pelps guy, this guy loved this restaurant, and the comment seems to reflect that. Average food, nothing special. The ambience was nice though. This is a pretty average review and average star rating. So it seems like the data makes sense. Good. Let's see how this looks in the edit restaurants page. There we go. We have our title, description. We have the different taxonomies right here, the feature image, and here is our metabox data. We have our location, which is address, and all of the other text fields. And there we have our time picker fields. It's good. Then the date pickers. These are the radio and checkbox. Select fields, good too. Here for our media, remember guys, Metabox doesn't have a gallery field, but you can use the image advanced one and it will work just as good. We have this radio field, then these text fields, and then we have our repeater group correctly set up, right? Lastly, the reviews, same, and there we go. That's it, guys. This is how you import metabox custom fields using a CSV file and WPL import. Now, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to learn more about how to import or export other metabox fields, or maybe if you're using Jet Engine or ACF, or if you're using WooCommerce, you can import or export product data, orders, reviews, and whatnot using WPL import and export too. Now, just check out the other videos in our channel or go to our website at wplimport.com. See you next time.